Hey there. So here's a common thing I'm noticing that a lot of guitarists on YouTube are doing when they're dialing in the tones. They'll just hit a string and then they'll start messing with the knobs, kind of like this, that kind of thing. And it's really annoying from an audience perspective because it's just a high gain amp and they're not making any music. And it's also kind of dumb because they're not giving any context to what they're trying to achieve with the tone. They're just hitting some strings, and then trying to add as much bass and as least amount of honkiness and blah blah blah. You know, the common kind of mistakes. They'll scoop the mids too much and too much bass and highs. But the smarter way of doing it is to get a looper pedal and record a riff, or in your DAW record a riff. So yeah, it's just a better way of doing it because then you're giving some context to what you're trying to achieve tonally. Like if you're playing some rock, then you're gonna probably use a lot less gain and shape it very differently. But when you're playing some death metal, you know, you're gonna add a lot more gain, for instance, and you're gonna shape the bass to be tight. And so yeah, what you want to do for metal is record some chuggy kind of riffs, and maybe one or two riffs, and then just loop it so that you have some actual context to what you're trying to achieve tonally. So kind of like this. Etc., etc. So yeah, it's just a smarter way of doing it because you can put down the guitar and focus just on one thing at a time and just get the tone that you're looking for what you're trying to dial in. It matters to have a context. You know, you need to dial in based on the type of riff that you're playing and the type of music that you're trying to achieve. So yeah, and also if you have some drums and bass in there, then it gives it a way better context for mixing. But for just dialing in on yourself, just start with getting a looper pedal. And I see so many guys on YouTube with real amps. They'll have a ton of pedals and stuff, and they'll just go back and forth, and they'll tap dance and stuff. And it's just get a looper pedal and put down the guitar, and then you can just push the pedals one at a time and give a proper demonstration. And if you're playing a thrash riff, then record a couple of thrash riffs and then loop that. So it doesn't have to be perfectly looped or anything. You just have to just record a riff, as long as it's just what you're doing and it sounds tight and there's not any squeaks or weird things going on. So yeah, it's just a smarter way of doing it, and it's a lot less annoying because the audience is getting really bored by people just hitting open chords, strings, and they're not playing any music, and it's just boring to watch, you know. Like, just record a riff and record it into your looper pedal and into your DAW and loop it. It's just a better way of doing it. Then you can dial in your tones. So that's everything. Have a good day. Thank you.